Good morning, students. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Students, I have sent you the exercise solution of chapter 5, Materials from the Earth. You have to write this exercise in your copy, school copy. Okay, students? And today I am going to start the chapter process of digestion. After finishing this part, I will repeat this chapter. Okay. Good morning, everyone. So, this is the chapter. Last day we have learned about the food is the basic need of all living beings, and food gives us energy. Food gives us energy to do our work. Food gives us energy to do our work. So food is very important, and the nutrients means substances present in our food which provide nourishment to our body are called nutrients. In the nutrients you can have carbohydrate, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals. Okay, and carbohydrate, you can have carbohydrate in chapatis, in bread, in rice, in potatoes, in idlis, and this is energy giving food. Now in proteins, protein helps us to grow. They also repair the damaged parts of the body. It is called bodybuilding nutrients. Proteins are called bodybuilding nutrients. So proteins are meals, cheese, eggs, pulses, peas, soybean, meat, fish, etc. Here the figures are milk, cheese and milk also fat giving food. Okay, and the yolk of the egg, the yellow part of the egg also giving fat. The yolk of the egg also giving fat. Pulses are giving protein. Soybeans are proteinaceous food. And oily food means they are giving fat like nuts, butter, cheese, oil, ghee, almonds, etc. Vitamins and minerals are called protective foods as they are protecting us from diseases and keep us healthy. Fresh fruits and vegetables are the protective foods. Calcium and iron are the some important minerals we need. Calcium and iron. Here the minerals are calcium and iron. Calcium is helpful for maintenance, our formation and maintenance of bones and teeth. Calcium is important for the formation and maintenance of bones and teeth. Formation and maintenance of bones and teeth. Iron is needed for the formation of blood. Iron is needed for the formation of blood. Next I am coming fruits, vegetables, milk, beetroot, all are giving vitamins and minerals. So from the milk you can have protein, you can have fat, you can have vitamins and minerals, and less amount of carbohydrate also present in the milk. So in the milk you can have all these things. From the fruit you can have vitamins and minerals maximum amount. Okay, from vegetables also you can have proteins. From some vegetables you can have carbohydrates. and vitamins and minerals. Now I am coming. Leafy vegetables, beetroot fruit is rich in iron. Okay. Water is very important for us. It's giving us our life. So, water means 70% of our body weight makes water. One must drink 8 to 10 glasses of water. So, students, you have started for drinking 10 to 8 glasses of water. I have told you this is also your homework to drink every day 8 glasses of water. Okay, regular basis. Next, roughage. Roughage is the fiber present in fruits and vegetables. You can have roughage in the skin of apple and guava. And what is okay, good, very good. It has no nutritive value but helps in the retaining water. It keeps water, it holds water in the food that we have eaten. Also helps the body to get rid of waste. Also helps the body to get rid of the waste. Okay. So skin of fruits like apples and guavas has lot of fiber. Balanced diet means you are taking the diet, you are taking the meal or diet that contains all the nutrients in the right proportion to keep our body healthy and fit, is called balanced diet, and it is called balanced diet. Okay. So, you can have the balanced diet if you eat many kinds of food. Look at the food pyramid. Here you can see fat consuming food are the narrower portion or top portion of the pyramid. That means you should take less fat containing food because this is harmful for our body, but fat gives us energy. Stored fat gives us energy while starving or when we are not taking enough food. Next, maximum amount of water, then carbohydrate, proteins, like that. Now I am coming process of digestion. Already this part of digestion we have studied in the how our body works. Nutrition is the process of taking food and using it for the growth and repair of the body. So the question is that what do you mean by nutrition? Here you can see the definition of nutrition is present. Nutrition is the process of taking in food and using it for the growth and repair of our body. The organ system that performs the function is called digestive system. We know for the nutritive function the digestive system is present. There are various organs that work together and break down the food into simpler form so that it can be easily taken in and absorbed by the body. We have seen in the previous chapter also, like stomach, intestines, these are the organs that work together and break down the food into simpler form so that it can be easily taken in and absorbed by the body. This process is called digestion. So I am coming first point, mouth. Here the answer can be similar of the first chapter, how our body works. Here the answer can be similar. If I ask you any question, if you are giving answer from the first chapter, then also be it okay. The process of digestion begins here. Mouth is the first part of the alimentary canal. So you know what do you mean by alimentary canal? Means digestive system. Alimentary canal means digestive tract or digestive tube or digestive system, and performs ingestion. Intaking of food is called ingestion. What do you mean by ingestion? Intaking of food means you are taking the food from your mouth. It is called ingestion. Okay. Tongue and teeth work together to take food inside. Food is first softened by watery substance called saliva. You know that thing that the liquid produced in your mouth is called saliva. You know it. After this, the teeth tear and chew the food into smaller particles. You know it. Now I am coming next. Esophagus or this is the esophagus part. This tubical part is the esophagus. Next part of the digestive system is esophagus. It is also called food pipe. Esophagus also called food pipe. So you have to know the spelling of esophagus. OESOPHAGUS. Esophagus. You should know the spelling of esophagus. You have to remember the spelling of esophagus. What problem? Kushi, tell me. Roughage problem. Roughage is one type of fiber. I'm coming. Let me finish this digestion part, then I am coming, Habib. I'm coming to the roughage. Okay. In the fruit or in leafy vegetables or in some ripe fruit like ripe papaya or ripe mango, you have seen thread-like structure in the fruit. That thread-like structure is called roughage. Like that, roughage is like that. Fiber means thread-like structure. Here, this is not the example of roughage, that you can understand what is roughage and why I am telling that in the ripe mango or ripe papaya or ripe fruit roughage is present. I am giving that example that you can have the thread-like structure. This is called roughage. Okay, you can take this as one example. Not it is the actual example, but it is one type of example of roughage. Like that, you can have this fiber-like structure. This is very minute, very microscopic fiber-like structure present in fruits, in wheat. Okay, this roughage is useful to clear our bowel system or digestive system, because it is useful to get rid of our waste from our body, waste material, to remove waste material. It makes easy to remove waste material from our body. Okay, and Khushi, tell me, what's your problem? Okay, so the next part of the digestive system is esophagus, and this is called food pipe. It connects the mouth to the stomach. Here, is it true it connects the mouth to the stomach? Let's see. It connects the mouth to the stomach. Yes, it is true. This is the food pipe, and this pipe is connecting the mouth to the stomach. Okay, so here I am coming. The food travels through esophagus to the stomach. Okay, I can't tell you in Hindi, Khushi, because your book is in English. Okay, and you are reading in English medium school, so how can I tell you in Hindi? Tell me. And just read the book and listen to me. I am not telling too fast. What sentence you can't understand, you just tell me. I will help you to understand that sentence. Okay, Khushi, can you get my point? Which part you can't understand? Tell me, I'll help you to understand. I think every student, if can get me, you also can get me. No problem will be there. Okay, you tell me which part you can't understand. Tell me your problem. Not like this is your language problem. You just tell me which part you can't understand. Give me the spelling or any hint that this part you can't understand. I will. Esophagus. Okay. Esophagus means food pipe. You know the term is pipe. That means there should be tube-like structure. Here you can see the tube-like structure that connect the mouth to the stomach. Have you seen the mouth to the stomach? It is connecting the mouth to the stomach. Okay, this is the food pipe or esophagus. Now you have to remember the spelling of esophagus. Stomach has two functions. You know, in the previous part, in the previous chapter, you have learned that the strong muscles of the stomach churning the food, and it will break the food into simpler form, and gastric juices in the stomach digest the food. First it churns food and subtains it. Here also it is telling it churns means physically disturbing the food. That means the strong muscles of the stomach collide with the food and it will break the food. Churning the food means, for your class I am telling, this is not the actual meaning of churning. Breaking the food, okay. Fighting with the food. It churns the food and softens it. Second, it produces digestive juices that digest the food, okay. So here also same thing has written, produces digestive juices and that digests the food. Now I am coming liver. You know, this is the liver. This part is called liver. This part is called liver. This part is called liver, okay. Liver I am coming. Liver produces digestive juice called bile. Liver produces digestive juice called bile. Digestive juices produced by the liver and pancreas are stored in gallbladder until it is needed for digestion by the small intestine. Here the story is somewhat different from the previous chapter. What is written in here? You have seen this is the pancreas. This is the pancreas, okay. This is the pancreatic structure. This is the pancreas, and liver and pancreas, suppose liver and pancreas are the friends, okay. Liver and pancreas are the friends. Suppose I am taking two friends, one is Anushri, another one is Khushi, okay. And Khushi and Anushree are the two friends, and they are thinking that they are going to buy one cycle, okay. This is very absurd type of example, still I am giving you. Suppose Anushree and Khushi is going to buy one cycle, okay. So Anushree is giving some money and Khushi is giving some money, and they are keeping their money with me, okay. And they are thinking that ma'am is the bank for us, okay. Anushri is taking money for buying the cycle, and Khushi also taking money for buying the cycle, and both they are giving the money as I am their bank, okay. They are keeping the money with me, okay. And after that, at the last, when suppose the cycle, the price of the cycle is 500 rupees, okay. And Anushri is going to give me 250 100, and Khushi is given me 250 100, okay. So this is 500. When 500 is over, then they are taking me from the money. They are taking money from me, and they are going to buy the cycle. The thing is completely like that. Liver is producing gallbladder, liver is producing juices that bile, and pancreas also producing the juice, okay. But small intestine now is not it is not needed by the small intestine now, okay. Small intestine doesn't need this juice now, so they are taking the juice and keeping here one structure is present in the liver, bag like structure, sac like structure, that is called gallbladder. They are keeping their juice in the gallbladder. They are storing their juice in the gallbladder. Like Khushi and Anushri, they are keeping their money with me, okay. Khushi, you and Anushri are going to buy one bicycle, okay. And you are storing money in my pocket, You are giving me money every day. Anushri is giving me money every day. Okay, and you are storing, you are keeping money, you are keeping to, you given 250 rupees. Anushri has given 250 rupees. When it is 500, you have taken from me and have gone for by the cycle. Okay, like that. Liver and pancreas also two friends. Okay, liver is secreting bile juice, pancreas is secreting its juice. Okay, and they are storing their juice in gallbladder. Here one sac like structure, like a bank like structure. Okay, here it is gallbladder is bank like structure. So gallbladder, they are storing, liver is storing bile in the gallbladder, pancreas is storing juice in the gallbladder, and then when it is needed by small intestine is taking the juice from the gallbladder. Okay, so juice from the liver is going to the gallbladder, it is going to the pancreas, juice is going to the gallbladder, and it is storing here. When it is needed by the small intestine for the digestion, it has been taken by the small intestine. Okay, so liver, I am telling about liver is produces digestive juice called bile. Okay, this bile is stored in the gallbladder. Liver is not directly giving the bile juice to the small intestine. The liver is storing this bile. This is the money of the liver. Okay, suppose this is the money of the liver, like Khushi is giving money to me and Anushri is giving money to me, like that. This is the money of the liver and it is given to the gallbladder. Pancreas is given its money, its juice to the gallbladder, and when it is needed by the small intestine, when small intestine needs their juices, then they are giving their juices from their bank, then they are giving their juices from their small intestine, from their gallbladder. Is that okay? It is clear to you? Liver produces digestive juice called bile. Digestive juices produced by the liver and pancreas are stored in the gallbladder until it is needed for digestion by the small intestine. Okay. Here I am telling small intestine. From the stomach, partially digested food goes into the small intestine. From the stomach, partially digested food goes into the small intestine. In the stomach, food is partially digested. Okay. The small intestine is a long coiled tube. You can see here the small intestine is a long coiled tube. This is the long coiled tube. Okay. This is also tube, but it is coiled. Thus, food passes very slowly through it. Digestive juices are produced by the liver and pancreas come into the small intestine. These juices digest the food completely. Digested food is absorbed by the blood into the small intestine. We know it that blood helps to digest the food. Blood helps to absorb the food. Yes, Kushi. Now you can understand all these things without Hindi. In English, you can understand all these things, Kushi. So it is also easy for you. Okay, digestive juices are produced by the liver and pancreas into the small intestine. These juices digest the food completely. Digested food is absorbed by the blood into the small intestine. Now, large intestine. The large intestine is sometimes referred to as colon. The undigested food passes into the large intestine. Here the minerals and extra water are absorbed by the blood. In the large intestine, what is happening? As the undigested food is coming here, you can see this borderline is the large intestine. This borderline is the large intestine. Okay, this is the large intestine, and as undigested food is coming here, extra mineral and extra water are absorbed by the blood. Large intestine absorbs the water, turning into waste which is excreted through the anus as feces. This process is called egestion. Egestion means removing of waste material from our body. Egestion means removing of waste material from our body. So here the minerals and extra water are absorbed by the blood. The large intestine absorbs the water, turning it into a paste. Okay, when in the large intestine water is absorbed, it becomes a paste like structure which is excreted through the anus as feces. You know, the last opening is called anus. The last opening is called anus, and the large intestine also called, another name of the large intestine also called colon. The nickname of large intestine also colon. And the process is called removing of the waste material from our body is called egestion. So process of digestion, taking food from the mouth, it is called ingestion. It is coming from the mouth. In the mouth it is mixing with the saliva, and tongue helps to mix the saliva, and teeth helps to chew the food. It is coming through the food pipe into the stomach. In the stomach the food churning of the food is occurring, and stomach churns the food, and digestive juices of stomach partially digest the food. Then it is coming to small intestine, and here the liver and pancreas. Liver produces juices, that is bile, and pancreas has digestive juices, and the juices of liver and pancreas is stored in the gallbladder. When it is needed by the small intestine, it is taken by the gallbladder. From the gallbladder, and now the food is coming to the small intestine. In the small intestine, by the small intestine juice, liver juice, and pancreas juice, all the digestion completely occurred, and the from the inner wall of the small intestine, blood is absorbed the food. And next the digested food is going to the large intestine. Here extra mineral and water is absorbed. After absorbing of water, paste like structure is forming, and it is coming out of the body by the anus. Okay, and this is called, the process of removing the waste from our body is called egestion. Okay, this is up to the digestive system of our body, and today's class, this is all for the today's class. Students, have you any problem? You can ask me. That's all for the today's class, student. Have you any problem? You can ask me. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Stomach churns the food, and the digestive juices of stomach makes the food partially digested. Okay. So students, for today, okay, bye. The class is over.